All right. Let me see. Does it record a video? Yes, it does. Hello, how's it going? Hi, how's it going? If you don't know me, my name is Alan, and today we're gonna get started with tarot readings, live tarot readings, and today we'll be getting questions about love, relationships, careers, what people should do about their situations, all of that stuff, all those little topics here and there, right? Anyways, we are now testing out with a new background. This is cute. This is really cute. Let me change standard. And it looks like we're all set. We just gotta wait for people to come in. And we'll get started. In the meantime, I am just going to start shuffling my cards. I'm gonna shuffle them cards. I'm gonna put up my sign. I haven't put up my sign. There you go. There's a sign. And we already got the first question. Look at that. Riri, how's it going, Riri? How's it going? I'll just put this down here. There you go. Good, you're good. Rihanna is asking, will I get the internship in 2 weeks? Let's see. Rihanna is asking if she's gonna get the internship in 2 weeks. Let's see what we'll get. Let's see what we'll get. Okay. Okay, on a quick gamble of yes or no, this would have been a no at this very moment. Okay, we got the King of Cups. This is the card that maybe you're liking some either emotional regulation. You might be want to take a look into that. You know, understanding your emotions, understanding how you manage when things don't go well. But you know, don't completely take my word for it. It's always good to stay hopeful. Things can always change. Okay. Upama, thank you so much for following. How are you doing? Hey, Jade. Nice to see you. Tammy, thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. Tammy is asking, is Thane my person? Let's see. Thane my person. Oh, yeah. On the question of is Thane your person, we got the King of Pentacles. This indicates as someone who can be very visionary, someone who can build things, someone who can, be very consistent. Plenty of authority and consistency. Consistency. Best strong for life. Thank you for following. Laveja, thank you for sharing. Bridget, thank you for sharing. Bridget is asking. Bridget is asking. Oh my God, let me increase this thing here just a little bit. I'll click this. Let's get easier to read. Are we doing all nighters? I don't think we're doing all nighters today, Jade. I don't think so, but we'll see how long we can hold off to this, right? Oh. All right, Bridget is asking, should I give up on my relationship with Ricky? Should Bridget give up on the relationship with Ricky? I would say it's a no. We got the Six of Swords. On that, as you can see, there is a person living on a little boat, but being on reverse, we would understand that instead of leaving, you stay. Try to figure it out. What do you and this person have in common? Try to figure it out. What are your goals and motivations that may actually get you to the point where you can understand each other and you know work it out if that's what you want. Okay. Helen, thank you so much, Helen, for the 2 roses and the heart puff. I appreciate it. You fighting a lot. Yeah, Bridget. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta figure it out what's going on. You gotta figure it out. Where is the fight coming from? Why you guys are fighting? Where is the source? Because if you don't know the source, guess what? You're gonna keep on fighting. You don't want that. Helen, will my ex contacts me again? Helen, we got the devil as a card that got jumped out for you. Yeah, and most likely this person may come back, but make sure you do your homework and verify if that's really what you want. The devil indicates, obsessive thoughts, obsessive patterns, vices, lack of self-regulation. So take that into consideration if you want that once that person comes back on. Okay. Then let's see. The best strong for life. Actually, no, they didn't. The next up, we got Loveja. The Loveja has a question. No, they just added, I guess. Then we have Bridget. We already answered Bridget. And we got Snooks Babe. Terry. Hi, Terry. How's it going? Terry is asking, will Jared and I be okay or are we done? Terry is asking if she and Jared are okay or they are done. Whew. Terry, I would consider that a situation that might be over. You got the Queen of Swords on reverse. You see here over. The Queen of Swords on reverse can be someone who can be very cruel. They can say things just to try to hurt you, or you may be the mean one. Either way, both parties can have a toxic part, a toxic, demeanor in the relationship. Ask yourself if it's worth it. If it's not, then guess what? Got another man. Go get another man. If it doesn't give you the good feelings, then guess what? You shouldn't be there. Lady Mayha. I am Christelle. Can you read a card for me? Yeah, I can get a card for you. You just want some guidance out of a card? All right. Christelle is looking for some guidance. Oh, not quite. Christelle is looking for some guidance. What can we tell her? What does she need to hear at this moment? Ace of Cups on reverse. We got Ace of Cups on reverse, Christelle. Christelle, love and opportunities will always come, and they come and go sometimes, right? Everything is made of possibilities. Every single different person opens up that you partner with will open up a completely different path ahead of you. Just so if you've been feeling kind of bad that you either miss somebody or you just don't have somebody, keep in mind that it's not like it's completely over. It's just with that person in particular. Um, the path may not be as clear. The path may not be as open as you would hope, right? But there are still other people out there. There is still love out there. You just got to make sure you find the right person, you find the right vibe. Sounds good? Does that resonate somehow? And thank you for following, by the way. Thank you so much for following. You're welcome. Melissa Mel's May. Melissa, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. We got rice and beans, and we also got Finn who sent me a gift. Thank you, Finn. I appreciate it. Finn is asking, can I have a reading? I don't have a question, but can you just do a general card reading? I can pull a card for you, Finn. What does Finn needs to know today? Please give me a card for guidance for Finn. Five of Cups. Finn, we got the Five of Cups. That's a card of regret, either loss. You know, when you sit and cry over the spilled milk, but then you forget you got the entire fridge behind you with all sorts of different liquids, right? Sorry for the, stupid metaphor, but that's pretty much what this is. Don't dwell too much. It's completely okay if you're going through some sort of phase. It's completely okay if you're going through a situation, right? But what can we do in order to get out of that funk? What can we do in order to get out of that situation? We have to feel it. Yeah, you are completely entitled to your feelings, but instead of making that process way much longer by feeling forever, it is important that you take a lesson out of it. Okay, make sure you take a lesson out of it and you start taking action so you don't repeat it again. Or you also got to remember that even though the situation may have happened, you see those cups over here, you're just sitting and crying for those cups, you still got those other two cups right behind you where you're not giving a whole lot of attention. So let's say you lost a love, or you lost a job, you lost a friend. Yeah, feel for it. It is a loss, it is some sort of defeat. But remember that not all is over. You still got something right behind you over here that maybe people, things that are still waiting for your attention. Okay. Any questions on that card? Thanks for following, Finn. I appreciate it. Rice. No, that was extremely on point. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Rice and Beans is asking, and thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Will Luis reveal his feelings for Rice and Beans? Rice and Beans. Yes, eventually, but do not hold yourself as a prisoner of somebody else's expectations or validations. Okay. This is the Eight of Swords. As you can see over here, there's a little lady. Her ties are not necessarily completely strong. Her ties are really not that tight, right? But she's blindfolded. Now imagine, are you blindfolded because you made yourself blindfolded into the situation because you're expecting somebody's validation, right? So whether they come out or not to give you that validation, ask yourself, is it okay to make yourself a prisoner out of it? Any questions on that card? I'm always wondering if it has feelings. Yes, that's really helped. Thank you. You're very welcome. Remember, you can still live your life. You can still take care of yourself. The more you take care of yourself, the more you are able to spend time alone and you're comfortable with yourself, the less you're going to feel like you need validation from others. Hi, Tibogo. Tibogo is asking for money predictions. What does Tibogo needs to do in order to improve their money situation? Two of Wands. Tibogo. Tibogo, money predictions. Okay. So this is a Two of Wands. That's a card of, being on top of a tower and looking all the way across the horizon. You got those two ones over here. He's not necessarily holding any of those ones. Okay. So when are you going to stop planning and actually holding those ones and taking action? Are you afraid of getting out of that tower and go build a second one? Are you afraid of, or are you just feeling lazy that you don't want to plan, you don't want to strategize? So this is probably a little marker for you to start planning and acting on it. Sounds good? Hi, rainbows and butterflies. How's it going? Then we got Tokozo is asking, will I get accepted at Tux on the 13th or 14th? Will Tokozo get accepted at Tux on the 13th, 14th? We should look at a very positive outcome over here. You probably have been working very hard on getting that done. I would say on a gamble of yes or no, this sounds positive. This sounds like it is something you've been working really hard, and hopefully you should get the fruits of your labor. Okay. Hi, Danielle. You're welcome to Bogo. Next up, we got XOXONG. Will Monty and I reconcile? Thank you for sharing, by the way. All right. Will Monty and Angie reconcile? What does she need to know? Same thing. One more, please. 4. All right, you got the very same card as the last one, the last person. I hope you already got the definition. So it's about planning and strategizing and acting upon it. And also we got the 4 of Wands, which is a card of foundation. As you can see, there is a house. So there's a little fairy on top, I would say that might be a very positive outcome of maybe getting to live together or getting family together. Just ask yourself, how are you gonna get that done? You can't just simply sit and wait, right? But if that's what you want, then go for it. Danielle is asking, will I find a new job soon? Danielle is asking if they will find a job soon. Yes. Yes. It looks like you will. You got the King of Pentacles and also the Five of Pentacles on reverse. So that means that you will probably start getting more responsible with money and also being able to get out of poverty. Make sure you are being very strategic about it and very consistent about it, because without consistency, you don't really get what you want. Okay, make sure you're doing that. Mazikali. Will I gain financial stability and find love? Danielle is saying, I'm always saying that I want to work hard and get out of poverty. You can. Just remember, you got to work smart and not work hard. Sometimes you might have to put in plenty of hours for free until something starts popping up, right? But you know, it's doing something. If you just sit at the couch all day long and don't do nothing all day, guess what? Nothing really is going to happen. You got to take some action towards it. All right, let's see Mazikali. Mazikali. Will I gain financial freedom and find love? What does Mazikali needs to do to get financial freedom? Okay. All right. At this very moment, it's not looking too pretty, but that just means that you need to learn a few things, okay? Um, the first card that came out was the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of balance or maybe giving out and sharing resources. You may have been sharing way too much, maybe time or resources or money to other people without actually receiving anything in exchange, right? So just imagine time is more valuable than money. Time is something that you cannot get back. I tell everybody, time is something you cannot get back. So use your time wisely. And we got the Tower on reverse also, which indicates, you know, something swept your feet at some point in your life, and you just simply have been trying to, you know, fix it with broken bricks, you know, coming back to the very same situation. So I would say whatever happened, you let that go, you walk out of it, and then you start building up something new. All right. So don't go back to bad deals, don't go back to bad people, don't go back to bad situations. You always move forward and you always get something new. Okay. Jesus Christ is King. Yes, he is. Danielle says, well, that's the thing. I'm working full time in a dead end job. I'm in school full time online, ready to get my bachelor's. I'm not one to sit around or make things happen and not make things happen. Well, it does. If Danielle, if that did not resonate somehow, then it's just simply not necessarily for you. But you get the gist. You know what I mean? It's just a compliment to the message. But if you're sitting at a dead end job, guess what? Do you think you're gonna get anything out of that in the long term? Do you think maybe you should get promoted or try something else? But standing still on the very same situation is not gonna bring you anything new. Does that make sense? All right, let me check now my VIPs. We got Jade. Jade is asking, will my music career as a guitarist will be successful, and will I play for an artist on stage? All right, let's see. Talking about music, let's see. Let's get my music one here. Get my celebrity cards. Maybe it will be a celebrity, Jade. God knows. I can't fix my stuff in here. All right. Will Jade's music career as a guitarist will be successful, and will they play for an artist on stage? Temperance. Yeah, everything is possible. Jade, everything is possible. I don't know who is this artist. I have no idea who that artist is. Look at that. Shoot. But you surely can see. That one is new, by the way. So, what are ways that you can make yourself more magnetic than other people, more electric than other people? There surely is a little crown waiting for you all the way in the back. But what are you willing to do in order to get there? This card also, I noticed that um, instead of stepping on water and ground, he is completely sitting on ground. So I would also tell you that this will need you to be completely realistic, foot on the ground. That will need you to be, strategic and consistent, like the earth element. There is alchemy involved. There is all sorts of possibilities, but it will all depend on how can you stand out. See his head shining. How can you stand out in front of others? One of my online buddies inspired me to become a guitarist, and he played for Nessa. I will practice and post online. Of course, yeah. I will totally support you on that. Later on, you just send me a DM. I'll add you, and then I will help you. I will help you get some views. Okay. But you need to practice. You need to put your work out there. You see why I do this? I do this over here so I can get eyes on me. Even though I only got maybe 1,000 followers in here and maybe 300 on YouTube, I slowly grow my following, and I just, I put my face out there just so people can know me, people can see me. Um, oh my God, what's happening with my eye? That was weird. Almost looks like I was cross-eyed for a second. I was like, what the hell is going on? Anyways. Oh. And some people will come back to you and tell you it's not gonna happen and you're not good enough and you're wasting your time. But people will always say that it does not matter. It can be even your own partners. They may even tell you that shit. But you don't listen, you do your own thing. Because after all, some of them will die, and then guess what? You're gonna be the one sitting, sucking on your thumb all day long. Literally, my mom, she says playing guitar and music is a waste of time. It's artistic, anything artistic or entertainment takes a very long time to grow up. You know what I mean? It takes a very long time. So you just gotta be patient and keep doing it. You treat it as a hobby until it starts becoming your actual job. But if you enjoy doing it, in my case, I enjoy helping other people, even though, you know, Not all of this may be realistic. I try to be the most realistic as I can with people so they can get practical advice, right? But at least I know and I have the good feeling that I am helping others on moving on with their situations. I told her music is my passion forever. Will be, but shit takes judgment into that. Yep, I don't know. You just do your thing. Just block them. Devin, how's it going, Devin? Devin is asking, can I know why my baby mama is withholding my child from me? That's some legal stuff, bud. You gotta check with her. That's some legal stuff. I don't really know on that one. You guys, I'm not a mind reader, okay? I'm not a mind reader. I'll let you guys know. I'm not a mind reader. I read cards. That's about it. Uh but you know, y'all gotta talk together and see how much you have grown together in this situation. If you need to, let them know that you also made the child, then you do what you gotta do. If you gotta go through the legal means, then by all means. If that's what you gotta do, then that's what you gotta do. But you can't just sit and complain. You know what I mean? You gotta do something about it. Black Oracle, hi, it's Tobias or Tobias. I want to know, will I be money stable in my future? Will Tobias be money stable in the future? Yep. Okay. All right, there's a 50-50 over here, Tobias. This indicates you got the Ace of Swords and you also got the Ace of Pentacles. Those two jumped out. So it's all about having clarity, knowing how to communicate, knowing how to actually spend your money. Maybe you are overspending. Maybe you're not being very wise with your money. So take a look into that. Ask yourself, what are essentials, what are wants, and what are needs? You take care of the needs first. So you need shelter, you need food. So you're gonna take care of your shelter. You're gonna take care of your food. If you live in a smaller city or in a smaller town, you will need a car. You will need gas. You're gonna take care of those basics and everything else. Maybe for communication, you may need a cell phone number or a cell phone and a number. You're gonna need all those things. Nowadays, you're also gonna need internet. You take care of your wants first and then you go into your needs. Do you need to have the latest iPhone every single year? Probably not. So you don't take the iPhone thing completely into consideration, but it's just an example. Okay. Corey, give me just a second over here, okay? Let me get a couple. Heather, are you still there, Heather? Heather's asking, you're welcome, Tobias. Heather is asking, is Heather and a boyfriend done? I would say yes on a gamble of yes or no. I would focus on your financial stability. Let's see. We got Ray who sent me a rose. Ray, thank you for sharing. Ray is asking, will Eluder and I get back together? Will Eluder and Ray get back together? Very likely, yeah, very possible. Very, very possible. But that may be a quite a slow move, okay? So take care of yourself in the meantime. Don't be waiting for them in the meantime. Or, if you want to, you go after it. But that would have been a yes. Okay. And we got user, many, many numbers. Tina. Tina, you're still there, Tina? Tina is asking, will Ralph pursue me romantically? Will Ralph pursue Tina romantically? The hangman on reverse. On a quick gamble of yes or no, I would say that's a no. As you can see, this guy is not necessarily hanging from the tree. They just put themselves into that situation. So ask yourself, is that a situation that, is it okay? Is it okay to, simply just be hoping and waiting for that person's validation? It's not supposed to be the other way around. So I would say a no on that one. We got, who else we got following? We got Adam. Will I graduate in June? Adam is asking if they will graduate in June. Adam, it's either gonna be real hard. So as you can see, you got the Ten of Swords. It's a really awful card. Someone getting a bunch of swords on their back. Make sure you're studying, okay, bud? Don't be counting on luck. You gotta go study if you want to graduate. You study. Study a lot. Corey is asking, why does B act that way he does with me, and will we be better? Why does that person act the way they do? Probably a whole lot of insecurity. Insecurity does not look like it's gonna get a whole lot better. But it is what it is, right? Insecurity defeated a big old ego. Somebody can have a big ego and also be insecure at the same time. Oh, Jeff, thank you so much, Jeff, for all of those roses, Jeff. I so appreciate you, Jeff. Monroe's asking, do you see Shay wanted to reach out to me? Let's see. Will Shay reach out to Monroe? The Hierophant on reverse? No. On a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a no. You got a lack of structure in the situation. The Hierophant can indicate, oh my God, Jeff. Jeff, can you? Oh, Jeff, you're the best, Jeff. You just sent me a flying jet, Jeff. 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 Oh my God. Gosh. Jeff. Anyways, I don't think so, Monroe. Jeff, can you Jeff? Oh, can you stop? Oh my god. Jeff. Jeff is right behind me, guys. Uh I'm gonna punch Jeff. I wanna punch Jeff. Oh, Jeff. I wish I had a pillow to throw at him right now, but he's so bad. All right. Who's that? Will my boyfriend really love me tomorrow? Jeff. Shut your shut your face up, Jeff. All right, let's get a card for Jeff, guys. He just paid a huge ass gift. Let's get a full reading for Jeff. Let's get a card for Jeff. Oh, Jeff just gave me a galaxy. Oh my god. Jeff got the five of cups. Jeff will be sitting and crying, guys. You see, Jeff, you got the five of cups. Jeff, you've been sitting and crying, Jeff. And you are inflating my stuff without need because Jeff shares the same bank account. And we got also the star, which indicates that he's not healing for whatever situation. Jeff, I want to. Gosh, man. It's working really hard on it. It's working really hard on it, Jeff. There you go, Jeff. Thank you very much, Jeff. You're the best, Jeff.
No idea what it is.
Jeff, you're so awesome. I really want to thank you for all those gifts. That is probably going to push me to the next league. And that is artificially boosting from the very same bank account, Jeff. But thank you so much, Jeff. You're the best. God. Do I care more for him than he cares about me? Let's get a card for Jeff, guys. Jeff needs a card. He paid a whole lot of money, so let's get a card for Jeff. Do I care more for him? Yeah, you do care a lot more for him than he cares about you, Jeff. If you want to ask a question, a stingy question, you gotta get a stingy answer, and that's what happens. And then he cannot let me work properly. I want to punch this man. Anyways, back to the program, guys. This is going from my bank account now. So exactly. Now it's going to my bank account, my own bank account. So I'm good. It's okay. I don't care. Oh gosh. Jeff. Jeff have not learned any of his lessons, guys.
I don't think it's that hard to answer.
Low stay no what? Evelyn, is Tommy over me? Is Tommy over me? Three of Wands, Evelyn. On a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a yes. As you can see on this little picture, there is someone looking at a new path. He's planning to walk on a new path. I would also, if I was you, start looking at the horizon and seeing what new path you can take on. Okay. Best luck for you, baby. Nelly is asking, will I become a police officer to the department I applied for? Ooh. Let's see. Will Nelly become a police officer to the department they applied for? Yes. Yes, you will. However, you got the Ten of Swords, so I would advise you to stay out of drama and take a very conservative side on how you act and how you do things, okay? So we can change this outcome. Okay, that does not mean you're gonna get, all that. But how do you avoid getting into this situation is just, there's a lot of politics, as you know. A lot of politics. Plenty of politics. The politics, okay? It's the politics. You can see, did you just watch the politics? Yeah, it's the politics, guys. Demi is asking, um, does Trivian have a Valentine's? Does Trivian have a Valentine? Um, I don't know if they got a Valentine necessarily. On a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a yes. And this will be, something growing, something that has been brewing. So take it as it resonates. Whoop de doo. 100% resonates. This is what's in my mind. The politics, yeah. I hate the politics. That's why I'm trying really hard to do things on my own. Really hard. Because I don't want to deal with the politics, Devon is asking, it's DJ. Do you see the Taurus women, AG, the Taurus women reaching out? All right. Shit, that was quick. I don't see them coming out. I don't see them reaching out, Devon. DJ, sorry. That's a Six of Swords. Instead of moving away from a different perspective, it's just staying exactly where they're at. So this could also be a signal that you need to maybe let that go just for a little bit, move on with things. And if they show up later on, if things change, remember it's future is not set in stone. You can always change the future. It's all the actions that you take today. So get your business someplace else somehow. Like at this moment, think about other things. If they come back later on, profit. Yes, it's hard. It's best to do it on your own. I appreciate the reading, and I have followed you. Thank you. I appreciate it. DJ, thank you as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. My coupons and plans. Thanks for following my coupon and plans. Aliyah, thank you for following. I don't see your guys' question over here. So I will just keep moving. Crom, thank you so much for following. Crom, Vince. What will my current lover relationship look like in the next coming weeks? What should Vince know about his current relationship in the coming weeks? Three of Wands. That card just came out too. What else do you know? King of Pentacles. All right, we got Three of Wands and we got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone who knows how to build things. He is very consistent. He's the man of the money, he's a businessman. And also you got the Three of Wands, which indicates someone picking up a path and going towards it. You see someone all the way on the top of the mountain looking down. So he's planning, he's already about ready to go and start an adventure. So if you ask about your love relationships, it's check on your plans and be consistent with it. Okay. Check up on your plans and be consistent with it. Be responsible, because that's what the King of Pentacles is also. Aliyah is asking, does Briley feel upset about our breakup? Does he misses me? Does Briley feel upset about Aliyah? He's taking some rest on the situation, okay? He's putting it down for a moment, not really thinking about it. See here? The guy is resting. That should also be a hint for you to actually, put it down. Don't think too much about it. Worry about other things. We got next up Adri, thank you so much. Camila, thank you for following. Where did I stop? I had Crom, I had Aaliyah, all my coupons and plans. Wendy, is Daniel the person I marry? Let's see. Is Daniel and Wendy going to marry each other? Is Daniel and Mary going to... Daniel and Wendy going to marry each other? Yes, I would say it's a yes. That's the Three of Cups. The card of teamwork. So make sure you guys are working together towards that goal, okay? If that's what you want, be consistent and keep working towards it. Share plans, share goals, share motivations, everything you guys need to accomplish that. Erica, thank you so much. Hi, Adri. How's it going? Erica, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Melissa, thank you so much for the rose. Ah. All right, Prom, and then we got Erica and Adrian. Erica, is Alejandro V very interested in me? Is Alejandro interested in Erica? Death. You got the death card. That will be a 50-50, okay, but this indicates something needs to end. Something needs to end in order for something new to get started. Something needs to end so something new can get started. That's a 50-50. That's a death card. We got Adriana. Adriana is asking, will Jessica and I ever get back together? Will Adriana and Jessica get back together? 4. What else? Please clarify. 4 of swords and the 7 of pentacles. I just picked an extra one just because that card fell out not too long ago. So I would either, if you want to sit down and wait and see, you can, or you can either just sit and worry about other things that you have been working on. It's completely your choice, Adriana. That can go both ways. If you want to get back to that, then you should probably try to manifest that. But by the resting card, I don't feel confident about it, because that probably is bringing you a whole lot of worry or mental distress. I think it's going to be months. I'm focusing on school. So yes, I can agree. Focus on other things from now. She stressed you out. Yep. If they're stressing you out, you gotta get busy, right? She drank way too much. Yeah. You. We are not on the same chapter in life right now. Yep. I completely understand that. I completely understand it. You gotta do what's best for you, baby. Ashley, thank you for following. N.A., thanks for sharing. Melissa, thanks for following. Just needed to confirm. You're welcome. All right, who else I got here? Who else is here? Let's see there's 8 people. I got 5 names on the list. 5 names, 7. 2 people are not showing on the list. Okay. All right, who's still here that follows me? Let me get Melissa Franco. Melissa, did you put in a question, Melissa? Oh, she did. All right, let me get it. Melissa is asking if the relationship is over. Not over. That is a block to wish fulfillment. Depending on how it ended, Melissa, if it ended really, really bad, if very hurtful things were said, if very, very bad things were said, then it's sometimes better just to let go from it. So that's a blocked wish fulfillment. That's the 9 of Cups for you. Carol, thank you so much for following. Carol is asking, how is Mo feeling about us? You want to work together. They want to work together. They really want to work together. But there may be either you or the other person. They may be a Queen of Swords on reverse, which is someone who can say very spiteful things just to hurt others, or very sharp tongue, can be very toxic. So if you guys are going through this kind of situation, let's cooperate over here, and try to fix I'm getting out of that energy. You're welcome. Steven, will Steven and I be in a relationship? We have the same name, Steven and Steven. Oh, that's fun. Will Steven be with Steven? I would not think so. This is Ace of Pentacles on reverse. I don't see it happening at this moment. Maybe there's no consistency. There's no foundation to it. Make sure you guys are still, hanging out plenty, getting to know each other plenty. Maybe things will still grow up. Hey Risa, how's it going? Crystal is asking, how does DJ feel about me? Crystal is asking, how does DJ feel about me? This is not good. This is someone who can probably say things without thinking, or who is lacking good communication. Lenore is asking, will I ever move out of the country? You're welcome. Lenore, you got the Eight of Cups in reverse. That is someone just sitting and looking at the horizon, most likely still staying with their cups. Lenore, at this moment, it does not look very viable. So if you want to move out of the country, what things you can do to move out of the country? You can meet people from outside of the country. You can get yourself a passport. You can travel to other places so you can see other places, see other people, and understand how others live. So that will give you that motivation. Eddie, thank you so much for following. You're very welcome, Lenore. Eddie is asking, will I be in a new relationship this year? Eddie, we got the. Oh, I gotta cover her. I gotta cover her knockers over here. Her honkers. That's a world on reverse. That indicates that you may have some sort of cycle that has not finished, a cycle that you have not closed. So I would, if I was you, I would look back really quick and start cutting off any distractions you may have. Just so when something new shows up, your mind is completely clear and ready to receive and accept. Okay? Let's see here. How to cover. You just did? All right. If you just did, if you ain't got no more distractions, because some people are huge distractions for your own goals. So sometimes you just gotta cut them off. You cut them off really good. Let's see. Sally, is Alejandro thinking of me after we hung out? You're welcome, Chanel. Silly is asking, is Alejandro thinking of me after we hung out? Hmm, not quite. I don't know. I don't think this card resonates either. It does not look like that. Mm-mm. Please clarify. Can I have a clarification on that? Okay. It's just see, you got also the Eight of Swords. That's a prisoner. Don't be a prisoner to the situation. Don't be waiting for somebody else's validation. Don't be worried. Don't be worried about a man's validation. Okay. Don't be. Mm-mm. You're welcome. Mm-mm. Chef Lego. Hello, bud. Is Brian serious about me? Is Brian serious about Chef Lego? Oh, yeah. He's serious about it. I think he's serious about it. Okay. You got the moon. Trust your intuition on that one. Maria, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. Maria's asking. Maria's asking, will meet and leave you be a couple again? Will Maria and her ex reconcile? No. We got 10 of wands on reverse. Sometimes things can start becoming way too heavy to carry around. So it might be that time where you need to start dropping a few things here and there because it starts, getting heavy on your back. So I don't think so. This might be either in your party or their party. Hey, Chris, how's it going, Chris? Chris is asking, what? Chris, once you figured out that question over there, I'll get back to you. Declan. Will me and Jaden end up dating? Will Declan and Jaden end up dating? Yeah, rest easy. It will happen. You got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Declan. There is a possibility, yes. Just rest easy on it. Don't go crazy. Don't go overboard. Don't lose sleep over it. But it shows a positive outcome. Maria said, "In mine, but I don't really care if it's hard because I love him." All right. I mean, if that's what you want, baby, you go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it. Suffering for love is such a nice thing. Chris was asking, was Muhammad even in love with me? Was Muhammad even in love with Chris? Nope. Yeah, I got the card of illusions over here, 7 of cups, and the two of wands indicates that this person was never really planning to do anything. They were never really, wandering or dreaming about or planning to take any action. The 7 of cups, as you can see, there's a guy wearing a mask and a huge ass lizard. take that as it resonates. Danielle is asking, will this be my only marriage in my life? Oh, Danielle, it's not that hard, no. You just gotta divorce one and then boom, find somebody else and then boom, you marry them. Will Danielle's be the only marriage in life? Yeah. You got the Queen of Cups on reverse. On a quick, gamble of yes or no, that could have been a no. This can indicate someone who's very jealousy. They can be very sticky. I don't know if that's your vibe at the moment, but overbearing. I hear it. Overbearing. Plenty of water. Very emotional. Very emotional. But I don't think so. All right. Sounds like it slowed down. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a little break. I will see y'all later. Depending on how the night is going, I don't know. We'll see. But all right, I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Boom.